Hi, I'm Shreya and this is Decoding Code. In this video, I will be sharing some resources that I think are very useful, either when you're stuck in a problem when you're programming, or if you just have a particular thing that you want to learn with Java or any other programming language and you don't know where to learn it or where to find it. So let's get right into it. Probably one of the most popular resources that a lot of developers use is Stack Overflow. And one of the features of Stack Overflow is that you can ask questions and then the questions are answered as well. So it's like Quora, but for programming developers. Chances are if you have had a problem with your code and something that you don't know how to figure out, then somebody else has probably had it and put it on Stack Overflow. And there are a bunch of questions on here, and chances are that you will find your question on here as well. And the answers are also very helpful. You can also ask your own questions if you don't find it, and hopefully your question can be answered and then other people can find it as well. So that's the most popular one, and it's very useful as well. There's also something called Javadocs, and this is for Java. And basically, it details everything in Java that it has to offer. So with Java, it details the packages and the classes and everything that Java has to offer, and it will give you all of the methods, the classes if it's a package, and all of the information on that package or class. There's just a lot of information that you can go through. And if you are wondering what a package that you're trying to use has to offer, or what a method does, or something, it has explanations and it's very informational. If you search up a problem, this is probably one of the first things that's going to come up if you search something on Google or something like that. Alright, so another resource is obviously YouTube. This is my channel. You can always visit my channel. There are also other channels like Colt Steele and Alex Lee that are very good as well. If you don't find what you need on my channel or other channels, there are lots of YouTube channels and videos on programming, and yeah. However, YouTube is mostly learning things. It's mostly teaching concepts, which is basically what I do in my channel. It can't target specific problems that you have in your code. Same thing goes for these Javadocs. You have to seek out what you want to know, and it's more about learning more about that package or class rather than targeting a specific problem that you had in your code. And YouTube is the same. It will teach core concepts and teach you Java or any other programming language, but it isn't like Stack Overflow. So that's another resource that you can use. There are also websites that you can use, like Geeks for Geeks, this W3 Schools, and Tutorials Point. What these websites mainly do is that they teach Java, but there are also sections that you can go into that go more in detail about certain concepts and classes in Java. So if you, say, wanted to learn about encapsulation or polymorphism, then you can go in here, and it also has example code. And I also know that it has places where you can try things yourself, and there are exercises in some websites that can help you learn as well. So this is more for learning Java, but also if you have a problem with maybe your while loop, you can go into the while loop and see how it works, maybe go through the basics again. Here's an exercise that you can do. And there are just different sections and different things that each website teaches. So you can learn about comments in Java if you wanted to. And then all of these pretty much explain them pretty well. And here it's giving you a lot of information as well, like the Javadocs, except there's more explanation as well. So these websites, there are definitely more websites like these, but these are just 3 that I am using as examples. Most likely, if you just search up a problem, the answer will come up pretty easily, But if you do want to read a little bit more into that problem, read a little bit more into the kind of category in which you're having that problem, then these websites are a good way to do that. And also just going over the basics can also help if you're having any problems in your code. One of the things that I do when I'm stuck is I kind of go through my code as the computer would. So if you see how the computer can analyze your code, you can see where the bug is and you can see how to fix it, potentially. So I just go through it, see how the computer would look at it, see how the computer would go through it and understand it. And then if there's any problems with the code that I need to fix, if I'm just stuck, then I can go from there. That's just a recommendation for you if you want to be able to fix your own problems. But also getting more info from these resources is a great way to go through that. And also Stack Overflow, you can just directly access that problem and get the solution. So that is basically it for this video. If you enjoyed it, you can give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you want to learn more about Java. And comment down below any questions, feedback, anything you guys have to say to me. And I will see you guys again next week. I upload every single week on Mondays. Bye. Hi, I'm Shreya and my dog is here.